First thing first, Rotten Tomato scores for the Toy Story franchise. Toy Story 1, 100, 2, 100, 3, 98, 4, 97, and 5, 92. That's all A's to me.
All A's. Yeah, highest rated franchise in history. Insane. Regardless of what we feel about 4, the rest of the world loves 4. So, yeah. Then,
that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So, there you go.
Our opinion.
There you go. What I say. At the end of the day, it's just our review. Our reviews are just our opinions. But yeah, no, this is cool. This is insane. All A's, man. Yeah.
The actual budget for Toy Story 5 was of $275 million, one of the most expensive animated movies ever. Do you guys feel like that makes sense?
I don't know what goes into it.
Yeah, I don't either, but it's like it gets to a point where I'm like, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, yes, animation is improved. Yes, they have the memory or the playtime scenes, which I feel like those don't seem
like sketches.
Yeah, it's not too intense. Yeah. Like, so what is making this happen? When I look at other animated films, I feel like those budgets make more sense to be this high, which they aren't. So what's going on?
I could see that.
But I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you right now, they're not worried.
Yeah, for sure. It's just crazy to me, like, that budgets have to be this high for an animated film. Anyways, Toy Story overperforms the industry's 275 million projections and debuts with 312 million at the global box office. It's the biggest global debut for Disney since Zootopia 2. There you go.
Yep. Let's get that Zootopia 2 and where that ended.
Almost $2 billion.
1.8.
Yeah.
Well, we're on track to beat that.
This might be your doomsday, my boy. I don't know. Moving on to the movie of the week, Toy Story 5. Let's go around the horn to see what you guys thought about this. Cody, what'd you think?
Well. Y'all know how I feel about 4. So, Toy Story 5. I think it's a great plot point for the story of Toy Story. And would y'all say this is the last Toy Story movie?
No.
Interesting. So, okay, then let me ask the second question. Do you guys think they go... Well, it's called Toy Story. Do you guys think that they go away from toys?
No.
So then how does that work?
Why do you ask that?
Because this felt like a goodbye to toys. Did it not? Like, it was them like, oh my God, technology's coming. Oh my God. You know what? Maybe our part is just to be a part of their lives for a short period of time. As long as we can do that, that's all that matters. What else could you do?
To the next kid?
Yes. So y'all would be okay with them just making another Toy Story where toys, like what? Like what's the plot? What do you do?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
I was gonna say the interesting thing that I never really took into account that John Campea brought up a great point talking about these movies is that the first Toy Story almost came out 30 years ago, and the creator, I think it's 2 guys, but the creators, they came out and said like, there's a reason that the distance and time between these movies is irregular and it's weird, and it's not like we make one every 2 years or we make one every 5 years. It's like we only make these movies when we have an idea that's worth making.
Yeah.
Now, whether, because actually I'll save this for when I actually go, but yeah, I just feel like, right now we don't see a potential storyline, and I don't think they do, because they just made 5. They had a really great idea, which
that was a good idea.
It was a great idea, and I just think they'll make another one when they have another story to tell, and maybe that's 10 years from now when there's something to talk about with kids and stuff like that. But
it ain't gonna be Ellen and Tom Hanks. 10 years is.
And that's what I'm saying. Time. Like, do you even stick with your main toys again? Like, do we go to a different group of toys? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we do something like that, I don't see, because it's not going to be anytime soon. Like, this movie hit right on the nail of what today's age for kids is. So it's like, it's going to be another decade at least before we get another age of what it is for kids. and it's not going to be those characters. So like whatever they do, it might be like a side type of like thing in the universe, but it's not going to be our main cast. And the plot, like you said, they said they only want to do it if it's something worth writing. And I enjoyed myself. It's I feel like it's great for the kids, especially the message. Hopefully that they get the message. It wasn't, and that's another good thing I like about it is I went in thinking it would be a complete like, no, we don't want technology at all. Like, and they'll never change their mind. But it was a way for them to be like, dang, I could see the use of technology too, as well as like playing. It was a best of both worlds type of thing, and I respected it for that. I think they did a really good job. And the only negative that's not a negative is what I said earlier. I don't know if you were here, J Mac. I said, wasn't that movie kind of short? Like, I don't know why it felt short as hell. Like, but besides that, I didn't have an issue with it. Rating wise, it's not the best thing ever. It's probably like a solid 7.
Okay, all right. I'll pick it up, and then that way Jack can finish it here because he has some thoughts too. No, I enjoyed this movie. A lot better than 4. I think we all feel around the same way as 4, and we're in the minority on that aspect. I think where 4 was like a 5 to me, like average, and maybe like I wasn't really interested in it. This came in a lot stronger, and it hit a little more closer to home, especially me having 2 kids and who was using the tablets, using the technology type shit. So I'm at an 8 on this one. And I thought it was solid. There's a lot of messages in here, whether it's, kids these days are on the devices, which was, the point. Whether it was, we're here for a short amount of time in their lives, we're just here to be friends type thing. Whether it was accepting other people because of who they are type thing. That was very cool because Bonnie was trying to find a friend, and, kids are kids, man. Kids are bullies. Kids are some of the meanest people you'll ever meet. That's just the way it is. And that's what her struggles were. So for her to meet Blaze, and she's kind of weird and different, just like her, I thought that was cool. And I love that message that there's always, if they're not, with you or things like that, there's always somebody else that'll be your friend and do that. So look for that. So the messages in here hit home. I thought they were fantastic. The story was good. It was compelling enough for me to be entertained and enjoy what was happening on screen. I love Jessie being on the forefront of the movie. She did a fantastic job and she killed it. The animation style when they would actually do playtime, I don't remember that being a thing in the other 4.
No, that was never.
That was cool. The imagination, that was really cool. I enjoyed that aspect.
It adds something too.
It does. It does. It does for both the viewer and for the toys. Like, this is what they feel. This is what how they're going through when they're playing, and it was pretty cool to see that. So yeah, this movie I think was really good, and I enjoyed it a lot. So that's
right. Honestly, it's kind of interesting. I was at an 8, and there's a part in there that struck emotion out of me.
Yeah, I was about to say
there's many tearjerkers. Yes. I didn't fully cry, but there's tearjerkers.
That one almost got me, Justin. It almost got me.
So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I pushed it to a 9. Like, damn. I was at an 8, and I have a similar gripe with Cody. Like, I did like what they did with the tech versus toys, but I wish they would have went a little harder at that. Like, I feel like they kind of scratched the surface, and then Lily Pad, she kind of just saw Bonnie crying and was like, okay, I'm done. So I was like, there wasn't really a good enough resolve to that for me. Like, everything just kind of felt like, okay, we're done. Let's just stop. I'm just gonna stop, and I'm gonna throw myself away. And I was like, well, compared to like how Lotso was, or how I guess you could say Stinky P in the second one, like Lily Pad just kind of didn't compare to me as a.
It wasn't even really a villain though. Like that.
No, I wasn't gonna say a villain. Yeah. Just more of like the problem,
which is interesting. They didn't have one in this movie. The other ones always had one, right? Always.
The first one was what's his name? What's that kid's name? Sid. Right. It was Sid, and then Stinky Pete, and then obviously Lotso. 4 was what? The mobster. The doll. Yeah.
So, and this one it was nothing. It was just messages.
Yeah. So that's just me personally. I wish because that conversation. I mean, we talked about it because at first, and again, if in the beginning, we talked about Toy Story 5 and kind of how this kind of got announced, and we were like, well, of course they're doing another one. But it's like you really sit back and think about it. It's like, no, like these movies, when they get the idea, they're gonna make it. And because of what this is and how important it is for kids and different generations and the messages that come from it, I really don't have a problem with it. And the message of, you know, really screen time and how disconnected kids can become if you just, you know, let them succumb to that and you don't, you know, limit it or, you know, push them to, you know, go out of their comfort zone or, you know, meet other people. Like that can be bad because they're not even, you saw it in the movie, like those kids were in the same room, but they're not even talking to each other. They're not even connecting for real, like making those bonds, making those friendships. And those weren't even Bonnie's friends for real. Like she was just there, but it wasn't real. So all of that was good to me. I just wish they went a little harder at that aspect. But I mean, other than that, I thought it was great. I laughed multiple times. The movie was funny as shit to me. Like the whole buzz thing we heard about there being multiple buzzes, I thought that whole thing was great. I thought it was incredible. And go ahead. You go ahead. No, I'm good. Go ahead.
My favorite character is Buzz Lightyear, bro. Like he's always been like, I bought the damn toy. Like I have it in the box, you know. So they do this thing with Buzz just damn near every movie. Like there's another Buzz and it's the same thing. He wakes up and it's over. It might be overplayed to some people and that's fine. To me, it just works every time. So when they gave this man multiple Buzzes and now he's tech and stuff like that, I loved it, man. I enjoyed that aspect. I could see him realize like, oh shit, I'm just a toy over and over and over again, because that's really what they do with Buzz's character every single time. And I enjoyed it, bro. The ending of them being able to fly was hell yeah. I said, hell, he turned into a drone, bro. Like, hell yeah, that was so cool, man. And to tie, you know, older toys with modern technology and combine that into these new Buzzes, I thought was pretty cool. So that was one of my favorite aspects of the movie, was the Buzz Lightyear thing. So they were awesome, all of them.
And then staying there because we're talking about them flying. The post-credit scene, genius.
Yeah.
Fucking like all of them just going and dropping on a playground a kid. Like I was like, man. And then the other kid takes out a Zerg. I was like, bro. Oh my God.
That was teacher getting one too and just like embracing his inner child. That was a message too. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be a kid. I'm gonna tell you guys that right. I'm always gonna be a kid. I don't care. You look around this room right now. I got toys, man. I'm gonna always be a kid. I'm always gonna embrace my inner kid. So for them to do that and him be like, yeah, oh, I got one too. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that aspect. So.
No, for sure. Yeah. So everything with Buzz, it was great. It was absolutely great. In that. I don't know if it was directly the same scene as them sailing away from the island. It's the island scene that we were talking about that Star.
Yeah.
Star Command. Star Command.
Hey, they were gonna burn that tent.
Yo, yeah, they were. Yeah. They were ready to go to war. Whoever was in that tent, bro.
They were crazy. Until they saw the Buzz.
He said, "Nah, we're good, man. This is actually good. This is I like this." All right. Yeah.
That was crazy.
But what I really liked, and because I didn't rewatch the other Toy Stories in preparation for this. I don't think we've ever seen them kind of dive into the toys freezing when the humans look at them. But when all the Buzzes did it,
they were self-aware.
They were like, why the hell did we just freeze? I was like, oh, that's fucking cool,
that's just
man.
Instinct. That's just like part of what a toy is. They just know, oh, humans, we can't do nothing. Craziness. This connected, man. I know what that guy said. It's connected, bro. Everything's connected.
But yeah, and then just to round out my thoughts. You hit the nail on the head. Everything with Jessie. This being Jessie's movie.
Yeah,
she was perfect as the lead. I know some people have problems with them kind of sidelining Buzz and Woody, and I absolutely understand that. I get that because Toy Story is Buzz and Woody. So when Cody was talking about that earlier, I was kind of thinking about it like, damn, like, I don't know how they would do that because there are characters in here that aren't the original voice actors. Like I think Slinky isn't the original voice actor, and Campy actually had not a problem. He was like, yeah, I could tell that wasn't the original Slinky. I think there's another one, but
Mr. Potato Head.
Yes, it was Mr. Potato. Yeah,
I don't recognize him.
Yeah. So I think people are valid in that
it's
criticism, I guess. But I did not have a problem with Jessie getting her story because the way that it was told and the reveal that her previous owner named her daughter after her, boy.
Yeah.
Hey. I was so close. I was so close. If they would have had an interaction, it would have got me.
Speaking on that, we're there.
Go ahead.
They find her, bro. They find her, and they're like, "Oh, it belongs to Emily," and here's her address. I said, "Oh my god, are we about?" I said, "Oh my god, I know she left. She left the farm and all that, but is she gonna somehow be here? That she bought her family home back, and they're bringing her back?" I said, "Dang, if we get to see Emily, this is gonna be crazy." They didn't do that, but you know what? It was still good. They left an homage to that, and Justin said it that they named it. She named her daughter after Jessie. And yeah, that's the one. There was plenty of tear jerkers. I didn't get teary. I didn't cry in any of those moments, but right there, a tear did come out. I can't. Yeah, that did come out for sure. And yeah, that was crazy, man. Like that was crazy, and that's where she came to the realization, like, well, I did my thing. Because this whole movie, she's like, man, am I no good? Does nobody just want me? And for her to just come to that conclusion, like, well, no, I'm here to help them through their journey, have our journey, our interaction, and then just watch them grow up. Fantastic. So yeah, that was insane and a great moment. Great moment.
Yeah, no, it was great, man. I had a really good time. I went early this morning, and it was big family. I'm talking like they must have been like 9 deep. 4 adults, the rest kids. The kids are having a good time. You know, some of them were a little rowdy, but at least for me, like I'm in a kids movie, so I'm not tripping that, kids are getting, little kids are getting excited or anything like that. And then when the movie ended, as that family was walking out, the grandma, which for no reason, like I didn't say hi to her, nothing. Like she had no reason to speak to me. She was like, she waved at me and she was like, have a good day. And I was just like, damn, man, the friendly spirit is here right now. Like the Toy Story Disney spirit is here. And it was just a good experience. It's just one of those movies that is entertaining, had a great message for the kids and the adults, because it's for both. It really is for both. And, just Toy Story, it just the legacy of Toy Story just lives on for another generation, and it was beautiful. It really was. They killed it.
Absolutely. All right, Toy Story 5. That's our review, our thoughts on Toy Story 5. So if you guys have seen it, definitely let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you haven't seen it, don't forget, at the end of the day, our reviews are just our opinions. We encourage you guys to go out and watch this movie for yourselves, gather your own opinions, come back and share your thoughts.